The World 100-meter final.
Set.
Okay, it's halftime, and that last touchdown was ridiculous. So let's get this going. Let's look at the manifest template. I'm showing you that it's empty. You can see that the import tab is empty. The distillery is empty. Nothing in it. The manifest is empty. And Flight Lab, empty. Just null values in there. So let's go get our data first. Let's go to the client manifest. And it's there. Okay, come on. Okay. Here goes. Let's get because this one has the last and first name separated, we're going to handle it accordingly by grabbing them both. They're in the wrong order for me, so I have to take them one at a time. So let's do a Control Shift down. We know that this has got 947 records. We got them. Okay, let's go back. That was the last name. Let's get that in. I'm pasting values. Okay, it's starting to build their full names. Let's go back and get the first name. Okay, all the way up. Control Shift down. We're going to go one more time to get all the records, copying them. All right, first name, we're going to paste those in, values only. Okay. Okay, you can see that it built. Oh, great. I got a call coming in. I'm going to decline. Stop it. Okay, so we've got our names. Let's go get our arrival dates. Arrival dates. Here it is here. Control Shift up. That'll stop ringing in a second. Okay, Control Shift down arrow. Takes us 2 to get it. 900 and... No. Let's go all the way up. Start at the top. Arrival date. Control Shift down. And again, we got them all. Arrival date. Let's make sure they all went in. Yep, all the way down to record number 947. Okay. Not much to go. Let's go get the air carrier. And this client gave us pretty nice carriers. So we're lucky there. There's only one time where they give us a goofy one, but the system here corrects it. So let's go get them. Down to record 947, copy. And I'm pasting it here, air carrier. All right, now it's letting us. Okay, it's also doing a cleanup on them for when they're wrong. You're going to see one down here. See, there it is. JetBlue, it fixed it. It went and looked it up. So that has been repaired. Two more fields to go. Let's go get flight number. Okay, there's flight number. Arrival flight in their book. Go grab them. Control Shift down. And again, copy. Let's go get that. Let's go paste those values. Really, that last touchdown was ridiculous. Okay, and let's go get one other thing that was important to us, and that's going to be arrival remarks. You're not going to have them every time.
Honey?
Yes?
I love you so much.
Get off my back. Get off my back. Domestic bliss. My ass. Okay, let's go get the arrival remarks. Okay. And they put them way over here. Control Shift up. Let's go all the way up and get them. A little weird. Okay, Control Shift down. I'm gonna go grab them. It's gonna be a lot of times because all those empty spaces I could just, drag. But I think this will do the trick. 869. Let's go back. That'll get them all. Everybody with remarks. And back. And put in those arrival remarks. Okay, so they're in. Hotel. I'm not sure how we are getting it. Let's go to the distillery and make sure. Hotel. We're just gonna put that in. We're gonna enter it. As you can see, the distillery has been populated. You can see everything in there. The flights have been combined. The terminals are looked up. The remarks are there. I'm going to do a couple other things. But for now, let's just go with it. Hey, you may want to notice here, you've got some dupes. Tracy Stefan has 2 records in here. That's a duplicate. Tracy Stefan is one that down at the very end has got an arrival into Daytona on the 3rd, which is obviously a mistake. That's it. Here's one other guy, Glenn Vircher. So we're going to look for him when he finds his way into the manifest. So anyway, the distillery has been populated. We should be able to go now. I'm first going to go to the flight lab. Nothing's happening yet until I refresh the flight lab. That's going to go look at all the flights that we're getting, come up with the flight totals, and determine their arrival city and arrival time in Orlando. It'll also determine which records are bogus, no good. So I'm going to refresh that. Hey, could you keep it down in there, woman and dog?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, so it did all the work there. It's finding all the departure city, the origin cities, and the times. So it'll go into the manifest. I think we're good to go. Let's go over to the manifest and run it. Okay. Oh, it ran itself. Okay. And here you go. And it's going to flag those fails. Those particular fails there are nothing. They're just like 1,000 empty records. We're looking really good. You'll remember that I did not take the arrival time. Let's refresh this again. I did not take the arrival time. And we're refreshing. There we go. I did not take the arrival time or the origin city from the client. The fact that they are here means they have been checked with the flight aggregator, and we know they're good to go. All right. That's new voicemail. Okay, so what we're looking at here is a done manifest. Okay, the flight totals are all in there. We know that it's legitimate because that didn't come from the client, came from the real deal, the flight aggregator. That also came from the flight aggregator. So we basically have done this manifest. When I click stop on this, we'll know. But didn't take too long, did it? It's all done. The totals, the terminal assignments, they are all, of course, in alpha order per flight. And I don't think there's any other peculiarities. There's one that, remember that Vircher guy? The guy who had 2 records? Well, he had 2 records in for the same flight. So that one's going to look a little weird. So let's go find him. There's Vircher. Well, what's weird here is there's 4 people on this flight. I counted 5, okay, because Glenn Vircher had 2 records, 2 duplicate records in there. So, I mean, there's things we can do about it. We can, blow them away or let it go or what have you. Now, you'll also notice we have one more thing to do, which will be our next step, is to separate these sedans from the people, the regular folks in the flights, okay? So that guy. Oh, and by the way, Jana, this is one guy who, he has a South African telephone, and we are sending him a text, but that one's going to cost a little bit more. I don't know how much. Anyway, your manifest is done. And again, the next step that I do, and I have not done this yet, I want to make sure we get something good here, is to pull the VIPs out of the flights and give them a separate, a separate setup here for, so that they can have a separate vehicle. Other than that, we are done. And just continue to watch because there's a little more yet to see.
first time. Tyson Gay right alongside Usain Bolt, but here he goes, streaking away already. It's Bolt all the way, he's looking round at Gay. Watch the clock, it's goal for Bolt, and again, he's done it again. A new world record for Usain Bolt. They say lightning doesn't strike twice. Can you believe it? He is flying. The world belongs to Bolt. Berlin belongs to Bolt. 9.58. Stunning. Absolutely. They are adjectives which are inadequate to describe this man. He is brilliant beyond compare. We have seen nothing like this, ever, ever. He writes his own history with every stride that he takes.
All right, I apologize. I'm really, really sorry. I apologize unreservedly. I offer a complete and utter retraction. The imputation was totally without basis in fact and was in no way fair comment and was motivated purely by malice. And I deeply regret any distress that my comments may have caused you or your family. And I hereby undertake not to repeat any such slander at any time in the future.